Well, what's up to all my chicken grease junkies out there in YouTube land? This is Fast Jimmy 71 coming at you from the Chicken Grease Garage. What's cracking with everybody today on a Thursday? Oh, wait. Fun. Being locked up in the crib. Oh, wait. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, this is going to be a short little update video on something that I did today on my 66 Buick Wildcat lowrider. It's a little something that, it just came to my mind this morning while I was drinking coffee. um, I was sitting in the kitchen drinking my coffee, watching the news about all this crap with the coronavirus, and all of a sudden it just clicked in my head. I said, man, what if I were to try something on the 66? I wonder if I can get this to work. And I remembered that I did it once a very long time ago. So I decided to say, the hell with it, I'm going to try it again and see if it works. Well, came over here and started cutting, and like I said, I wasn't going to do anything custom to this thing, but it is what it is, and I can't help myself. So, as you can see, it looks the same, sunroof and everything, right? Well, I got a little something else here going on. Let me zoom in on this. Okay. Yeah, you see a reflection there, right? Isn't that something? You see a reflection there. Well, let's try something else. It's a slide. The sunroof is actually clear plastic, and I can move it back and front. It's a little something that I wanted to do with this car, since I just opened the sunroof, and I just have a big hole in the roof. I had to add something, so I made the track for it, and I made the sunroof for it. And if you guys want to see what the track looks like, that's what it looks like. It's very simple. Very simple thing to do, it's not very hard to do. Well, I've had some subscribers ask me questions on how do I cut open a sunroof and how I get it to look so clean. Well, let me push this to the side. So this is going to be somewhat of a tip video, not so much of a update video, but more like a half and half. So what you're gonna need is that you're gonna need some tape, some masking tape. You can either use this masking tape, you can use the Tamiya masking tape. Really doesn't matter which kind of tape you use. You're gonna need an X-Acto knife. You're going to need a fine point Sharpie marker, black, and you're going to need a ruler. Those are the things you're going to need to make a sunroof. So what you're going to do is that you're going to take your ruler and your Sharpie marker. I'll try to do this with one hand. You're going to measure from what point from the front of the window to where you want to start the sunroof. So you're going to measure that. You're going to measure from the side to the door on both sides, and then you're going to measure from the back to the back window. So you're going to take your ruler, and you're going to take your Sharpie marker, and you're going to make a nice thin line. You're going to mark off where you want your sunroof. Once you have all that done, make sure that everything is nice and square before you start cutting that it's not crooked. because that sometimes, you might miscalculate it and you thought that it was crooked, it was even, and it's kind of like cockeyed. So you got to make sure everything's cool. So after you're done with all that, and you got right where you want to start cutting, you're gonna take your masking tape. You can either use this masking tape or you can use the Tamiya masking tape. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna run the tape behind the line that you made, not on top of the line. You're gonna run the tape behind the line and you're gonna mask off all this. Why? Because you don't want to have a little slip up of when you're using your X-Acto knife. As you're cutting, it doesn't slip, and there you go, and you hit the top of the roof and you score it. That's what you don't want. Then you're gonna have to go through extra work and sanding that down. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to avoid that. So you're gonna take the tape, you're gonna mask everything off behind the lines that you made, not on top, behind, so you can see where you're cutting. And what I do is, once I got everything masked off, you're gonna take your nicely sharpened X-Acto knife and you're gonna start scoring along the line with the sharp part of the X-Acto knife first, so you can start off, so you can start getting your little score lines. Once you got enough score lines made, then you turn your X-Acto knife around, and with the tip on the opposite side of the blade is where you're going to start scoring along the lines, and you're going to start scraping away plastic. And as you go nice and slow, you're going to start scoring all that plastic away, and then you continue on doing that on all four sides until you start breaking through. Remember, take your time with this. There's no rush, because if you rush into doing this, you're going to do a crappy job. Take it from me. From experience, that when I first started doing this, I messed up a lot of cars doing this. But if you do it the way I show you, there's a lot of people on YouTube that have their little how-to videos on how to do it, and that's fine and dandy. You can go to them and you can check them out and you can learn how to do it the way they do it. This is the way I do it, because you know how I do my thing. I cut roofs open, I chop front ends off, open doors, open trunks, I do all of that. And you always wonder why my stuff looks so clean. It's because I do it this way. And I've always been doing it with just these little tools and a lot of patience. As long as you take your time with it, you will get a very nice result and you will be very satisfied with the job. And that's really about it. It doesn't take a lot of equipment, tools, or anything. These simple things right here is all you will need to perform that. And as long as you do it nice and slow, you're gonna like what you get. Well, that's really all I got right now. Like I said, I did the sunroof and I did the sliding sunroof, which is pretty cool. I like it. I might have to make the sunroof a little bigger, so like that when I even it out, it doesn't, see the opening in the back, because I kind of made this sunroof the size of the cut that I made. So I have to probably make me a bigger piece. But what I use for that is that I took one of my packages from my rims and I measured it and I cut it out, and that's what I used. So I know that there's clear styrene plastic now. I haven't seen any, and I don't know where you can get it. I've heard that you can get it now at Hobby Lobby. I personally have not seen it, but when I do see it, I will be getting some because I've been wanting to do a lot of things with this plexi see-through styrene, especially for that Cadillac that I was working on, that convertible Cadillac that I made. I chopped the window. The window's a little too bulky. I need to, make the window a little bit more pliable. So I need to get my hands on some of that styrene. Well, that's really about it. There's really not much else that I did to it. Oh, I did one in my parts box, and I found the shroud, the fan shroud for the radiator. Spare piece that I found in my parts box. I added it to that. That's really about it. But hope you guys like what you see here with the sliding sunroof on my 66 lowrider. Well, that's all I got right now. So you guys be safe out there. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere. If you gotta go out, go get what you need to get and come back home, man. Watch your kids, watch your family, and especially watch yourselves. And, just be safe out there, man. All right, this is Fast Jimmy 71 saying peace. And you know it, chicken grease. Laters.